she's going to be an MP for these remaining 7 months. I think she will not say a single word apart from swearing in on the floor of that house.
DP's Betty Nambooze defeated her longtime NRM rival and former Mukono North MP, Peter Bakaluba Mukasa, by 1,840 votes.
As you know, many of the NRM bigwigs, I may not mention them, did not openly stand with the candidate for NRM because of their own internal disagreement. Watch that space, 2011, NRM will sweep it clean.
The former journalist waited in the courts for 4 years to become MP after she challenged Bakaluba's victory against her in the 2006 elections. On 30th March, the 7 Supreme Court justices unanimously upheld the rulings of 2 lower courts and nullified Bakaluba's win, saying he bribed voters and that the poll was also fraught with other malpractices. The opposition that joined hands to support Nambooze regarded her win as a serious blow to the NRM party.
Because the citizens are wresting power out of the government.
What has been expected as strongholds for the national resistance movement are the very rural areas, down in the villages. But what you see in the result right now is you see there is a very magnificent and overwhelming support.
Some political commentators believe Nambooze's triumph over Bakaluba had a lot to do with her close association with Mengo.
What made the case in North Mukono work well had a lot to do with the strategic articulation of the interest of the candidate with that of the constituency. She positioned herself as a person concerned with the interests of Buganda.
You know, the Buganda Luchik has never sought to endorse me as a candidate, neither as the Katikilo or the Mengo government spokespersons came out to say that Nambooze is our candidate.
Buganda Kingdom's deputy spokesman Medad Segona says Mengo will support any political aspirant who will help the sub-region attain its interests.
You cannot stop us from having interests. We have interests. We have aspirations. We will not go to the field to support individuals, but we support aspirations and interests. Besides, we have no problem whether that person be a UPC, an NRM, DPF, DC, CP supporter, etc.
Segona also refuted claims that by openly celebrating Nambooze's win as theirs, Mengo was playing into the hands of President Yoweri Museveni.
And naturally, we would urge everyone to vote those who stand with us, who stand with their king during the most trying and troublesome days and times. So that's not participation in politics.
The president has often argued that some politicians hide behind Mengo, a non-political institution, to advance their political interests. Article 246 of the Constitution bars cultural institutions from participating in partisan politics. The 3 courts in the land found Bakaluba guilty of bribing voters, and some analysts say this dented his image as a credible representative of Mukono. But NRM Secretary General Amama Mbabazi says by sticking with Bakaluba, the party did not violate any laws or ethics.
It is only when you are sentenced to imprisonment of 9 months or more that you are disqualified from standing again. Now, as far as I'm concerned, our flag bearer did not fall in that category.
The Chambogo University lecturer believes that this by-election is a pointer to the probable voting patterns in the 2011 general elections.
The youth seemed to have played a very significant role in her winning. And maybe this is a new approach to the politics that we're yet to see in 2011.
But NRM deputy spokesman Ofono Opondo says the party is still very strong and urges critics to await the results of the polls.
Central region is matched with NRM, and again I challenge anybody to tell me one district chairman that they think the opposition is likely to take from NRM.
The Mukono North by-election seems to indicate that Buganda region may vote as a bloc for a presidential candidate in the 2011 polls. The outcome of the Mukono North by-election has been welcomed by many people in the central region as a big stride in attaining Buganda's interest. But whether that will affect the outcome of the 2011 general elections is a matter that has been regarded by some as rather an elitist view, given that the millions of rural poor can easily be swayed by any of the leaders that convinces them. Chris Ochamringa, NTV.